Hello students, in my today's video, I will be covering some topics in brief, that is web client, web server and website. Before we begin, let us see the role of a web server as well as web client. In World Wide Web, a communication always takes between a web client and a web server using either HTTP or HTTPS protocol. Let us have a look at what do you mean by a web client. Web client is a software or a device that requests some web resources from a web server. Examples of web client are web browsers such as Google Chrome, Firefox, Edge, as well as the mobile browsers. The different functions of a web client are: it sends a request for a web page, it displays the received web content, it interprets HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and it also handles the user interaction. Example is when a user types a particular URL in a browser, the browser acts as a web client. Okay. Next term is web server. Web server is a system that stores, processes and delivers the web pages to clients. Examples of web servers are Apache Web Server, Nginx, Microsoft IIS. The different functions of a web server are: it receives a request from a web client, it processes those requests, and then it sends the requested web pages, or we can say that it sends the requested web contents. It also handles the multiple client requests at a time. Let us have a look on the client server interaction. How does it work? Okay, so client sends a request, that is using URL. Server receives that request, then it processes and finds the resources requested and sends the response. Client displays the sent web pages to the user. Next term that we are going to discuss is a website. So what do you mean by a website, or what is the definition of a website? A website is a collection of related web pages and is stored on a web server and is accessed through the internet using web browser. Okay, all the pages in the websites are linked together and normally they share a common domain name. Features of a website is: it contains multiple web pages, it has a unique web address also known as URL, it is stored on a web server and is accessible using a web browser. Example of a website: college website, online shopping website, or a news website, etc. Next term is website development. In a brief, I'll just introduce what do you mean by website development. Website development is the process of creating, designing, building, and maintaining a website that are accessible on an internet. Okay, it involves creating the structure of a web page, then designing the layout and the appearance of the web page, adding the functionality as well as interactivity to the web pages, and then at the end making the website available online. The technologies used to develop a website are: HTML used for structure, CSS is used for styling, JavaScript for interactivity, server-side languages PHP, Python, Node.js, etc. Databases like MySQL, MongoDB, etc. Example of a website is a college website that displays the home page, course details and online admission form. What is home page? Home page is the main page, or also known as the first page of a website, that appears when the user visits the website's address. Okay. The main function of a home page: it provides the overview of the website and it also contains the links to the important pages. The features of a home page is: the first page that user sees contains the navigation links, gives summary of the website content, user friendly and attractive. Example is a college website And for a college website, the home page may contain the links or the tags for about us tag, or the link I can say, courses tag, admissions tag, contact tags. Okay. So that's all for the day. In my next video, I will cover the web development process in detail. Thank you.